Well, I've just pinched Blair Dunlop from wherever he was talking 2 minutes ago. I think since you got here, your feet haven't touched the ground, have they? But, you're doing a showcase tonight, aren't you? Well, firstly, congratulations on the Young Folk Award nomination.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a pretty amazing weekend. We all went to Kendal for the weekend, and there was 10 acts, I think, who got through to the semi-finals, and we kind of played tunes for a week and had a few workshops with Andy Cutting and Bella Hardy, and then did a performance, and it wasn't really much like a competition. It was just like a weekend away, and no, it's great to get through. I met some great people as well, and it's kind of, I'm already reaping whatever from that, because people are already, oh yeah, well done on your nomination, I've seen you about. And
so did you find out the night that Mike Harding announced the?
No.
Or did you know before?
Yeah, I found out a little bit before, but it was kind of under wraps, like you couldn't really say anything.
Pain of death.
Yeah, I told some of my mates that weren't folkies because they don't know this circle and they weren't going to sell anyone. But it was nice. I was surprised that they played any music that night. I didn't think they would, but they did. He played a little snippet of the live performance, and it sounded all right. So.
Bated breath now till February the 8th or whatever it is to find out.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of competitions in music because I think it's so subjective. I don't know how you can objectify something so subjective, but I won't be complaining if I win. You know.
Well, no, that's it. I think everyone that's in it treats it as a bit of fun with a serious edge to it.
Yeah,
it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah. Just to get through to this stage with the people that were in was great.
Yeah, that's great. Now you didn't start off despite your dad, being in the family, you didn't straight away dash off and say, I'm going to be a musician. You started acting first, didn't you?
Yeah. Earliest I can remember what I was into when I was really young, I think, was I was always into football. I'm not a very good player, but I was really into football. And then into music originally, but I think the acting came about totally as a fluke at school. We went as a kind of day out thing for an audition. About 20 kids went as just as a day out kind of thing, and then I just kept getting called back for a part in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then I got the part in the end, and it kind of took off from there. It was out of nowhere. I'd never really been into it, but then I started doing that for a bit, and I was never into folk music. I was always into, I don't know, indie or whatever. And then a couple of years ago, I got into folk music and forgot doing acting and started doing music.
yeah, it's getting pretty serious now. I mean, you're part of the reformed, reinvigorated, turbocharged Albion Band.
Yeah. I'm very excited about that. Really nice bunch of people. Really exciting project we're working on. It's hard to find the line, to find the balance between not alienating the oldies and not failing to interest the youngies, if you get me.
Because you've got to do something new as well.
Yeah, we've got to do something new, but we've got to do things from the back catalogue. We've got to do a bit of trad, bit of original. It is quite rocky, but also with a lot of harmony singing, bit of trad stuff. We've got electric guitars, but then we've got sitterns, fiddles, mandolins. That new folk thing as well with the Mumfords, Laura Marling, a bit of that in there. So it's kind of just making it cohesive without compromising anything. It's very exciting, to be honest.
What is the plan then? What have you got a timescale of album and?
Up in Sheffield, the last few days recording in the guys either bit in their room, bit in a room. We've got somewhere else out in the city, and just a bit here and a bit there. We're doing acoustic guitars, mandolin, bit 12 string the last few days. Then we've got electrics next week. I'm going to Italy tomorrow and then get back in a few days and back to electric guitars. But yeah, recording the Albion album over the next month, have it ready for mastering for January, hopefully have it out for March with our 30-ish date, just under 30 date tour in March.
Yeah, so it's a marathon.
Marathon, yeah.
A month,
yeah, it's a month, yeah. I don't know, it's not 30 date, we kind of changed a few, cancelled a few, and 25 I think ish. So it's quite exciting tour.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Who's producing it? Are you doing it yourself?
Well, we got a few. We got I think, I don't know if I'm allowed to say who's doing what. I think Nick Cook's got. I think I can tell you. Yeah. Nick Cook's got a hand in it, who I've not met yet, but I've seen him play with Jim Murray. And yeah, very good. Andy Bell, I think, is having something to do with producing it. Tom and Kat, Tom Wright and Kat Gilmore, both did music production at Leeds, so
true. So
they know all about that, and we've all got decent ears. Well, we think we have. So.
And it's a good, the lineup you've got there. Does it? It sounds when all the people involved in it. It sounds like it's going to. You think, oh yeah, that should be quite interesting.
It is interesting, yeah. We've just commandeered electric guitarist called Ben Trott, who's not necessarily from a folky background as well. So we've got all our folk influence, and then we got. Don't want to say that Richard Thompson influence, because Richard Thompson's rich, but we've got an outside influence on the electric, so it's making it, I suppose, more rocky, more accessible to people who aren't necessarily into folk.
Are you going to maintain your solo career alongside this?
Totally, yeah. It's weird. They both started to come to a head at the same time.
You won't have much rest next year.
No, but no, it's cool. To be honest, this year I said I'm not going to turn a gig down if I get anything, get the name out there, earn enough funds to carry on living away from home, not with the parents, and it's working so far. It's just I may have the option to turn down gigs that I wouldn't have, which is nice, but to be honest, I love being out on the road, metaphorically, because I can't drive yet. But
being a passenger is great.
Yeah, being a passenger, it has been great, but now it's like, it's got to the stage where, and it was on such the smallest thing that I failed. I will tell you later, I'm not going to go into it now, but
Well, good luck with the driving test. Hope you get it, before you embark on your own solo tour of the UK.
Yeah.
And you might end up doing 360 dates next year by the sounds of it.
Well, that would be interesting. Yeah.
Well, best of luck with the Folk Award actual voting, which is February 8th, isn't it, when that all comes out. You're doing a session here at the AFO later on, aren't you? So you'll no doubt be snapped up for lots of bookings and festivals for next year. So we'll see that. But we'll see. Thanks for talking to us, and best luck with it all.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.